sun becoming more and more of a factor as it begins to touch the horizon off to the west, which is just off of an angular view of turn 3.
I was out on the track the other afternoon, and I remember from having raced here in the past, especially since we're a little delayed in the start, the only track that reminds me of this problem is Phoenix, where late in the day, going down into turn 1, you can't see anything. When you test there during the winter, you actually suspend testing until the sun goes down behind the wall, so you get that last 45 minutes or so before dark. Look at this. Right now, you just focus as best you can on the cars in front of you and use them as a guide into the corner. But if you're the lead car, it gets more and more difficult. Because you got to remember, these guys are traveling over 350 feet per second. You turn the steering wheel a 1/10 of a second too late, you're 35 feet offline. Turning the wheel, you don't have to turn it very often, but when you turn it is very, very crucial.
Now, race control is just notifying the teams that because of the light and the glare on the backstretch, going to short the race, going to go to 230 laps, 20 less than scheduled.
Well, that's 52 laps from now.
Guys, you should have seen the head snap when that word came over the radio down here in D'Amato's pit. We're still waiting to see. Now, they're getting ready to go over the wall. At least they have the fueling rig over the wall.
All the data acquisition guys, all the team managers just went, what? Because they had their strategy all planned out for 250 laps.
When the pits open, we'll come in, Chris, for fuel and tires.
Now we got to change.
Shorten the race.
There's the reason why. As the sun's...
How many laps? The race distance will be 230 laps, Chris. 230. Pits
Because by 5 o'clock...
are open. Pit.
By
You mean 230? Pit. Pit for fuel only. Pit for fuel only, Chris.
And I'm surprised they're not going to put tires on, because normally you would want to gain track position.
It's going to be fuel and tires. Fuel and tires. Watch your speed.
That puff of smoke ahead, that was Moreno. To Toyota, they do that under low speeds. Nothing's wrong with the engine. At least we hope not.
The internals of these engines are run very loose to reduce internal friction. And when they slow down like this and first put the throttle on, they collect a lot of oil in the combustion chambers, and it just blows out the exhaust.
Back to the green flag, and with a shortened distance now, 49 to go. Let's go to Jan Beekes.
With Mark Johnson. Mark, how much of a wrench does this throw into the works now that they've shortened the length of this race?
Well, it's a whole new ball game now. Everybody had planned their strategy to go to 250. Obviously, they've shortened to 20 laps. If there's no more yellows, I think everybody can make it to the end, but it's going to be it's not going to be what we wanted it to be. It's everybody's going to have to be pretty careful to get there.
What kind of number are we talking to make it without a stop?
We're going to need about 2.9.
Ooh, that's a big number, guys. That's not in the front. That's in the draft.
Yeah.
Is that there's no oil on the track. It wasn't the result of a burst oil line or something. So it should be a fairly rapid cleanup. But Parker, look at this sun. Do you think it, with it slowing even further, that they might consider shortening it even further?
And this is where Adrian had his problem, was right in this area. It's almost 4:15 Pacific now, local time. And by 5 o'clock, it's dark here. So I don't know if that was a consideration. It's just so strange to see on-power spinning tires with these cars going right. Scott, because you don't want a lot of change from the front wheels.
You just see the change to 220. They just shortened the race another 10. It just came up.
But what happens, the drivers put a lot of steering in, and they don't get the response they normally would on a road course, because you don't want a lot of steering change for input on these big sweeping corners. Well, that blows all the strategy completely out the window.
Everybody's going to the finish.
Everybody's got a lot of fuel. They're going full throttle.
It is now 220 is going to be the lap. They just shortened it. We can go full rich till the end. Do you copy? Full rich to the end.
Hey, guys, I got an idea. Let's just
Gary?
make it a 200-lap race. Make it a 2-lap shootout here and see what happens.
21 laps to go. We can run map switch number 1, okay? Get some heat in the thing this time. Make sure you got plenty of heat in it. We're going to run map switch number 1.
finally, we know what the full rip strap setting is.
Ford Chip Ganassi for that car today. Of course, they can switch it. A lot of the cars, that's the full lean pace car lap.
Go to 1 right now. You can go to 1 right now. You got some fuel to burn. You can go to 1 right now.
Position, but for them, obviously, today, that's full rich. So great. I'm going to get what I wish for.
Hungry. He hasn't yet won.
I knew Tag would be strong. Cristiano D'Amata surprising me just a little bit. That Lola Toyota, very strong. Here comes the Lola Ford.
Oh. Yellow.
Yellow, Chris.
And who crossed the line first on that last lap? Cristiano D'Amata, right at the line. Dixon down on the inside.
D'Amata had it at the line. Dixon catches the wall.
And the reason I asked that, they will not, I don't think, be able to get this cleaned up in 3.5 laps, which would give the $1 million in the victory to Cristiano D'Amata.
Well, and you saw that reaction out of Rahal, Scott Remke and his team.
Split to pit entrance.
They saw it at the line. Here it is coming to the line. Now remember, it's the second line here. It's the furthest line down.
That was so
man.
close.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. You got to use the computer.
I looked and as they went by, saw the yellow, and then looked back at the scoring monitor, and it was just by inches that Cristiano D'Amata got to that final stripe where the timing line is.
Report initially from the scene, Scott Dixon is okay. It will take a little bit of time, and I think, Parker, you're absolutely right. This race will finish under yellow.
It's the last line right there, the transponder line.
Yeah, he had it.
And like I said, things beyond your control. If only they would have known.
Look at Bobby Rahal as he turned to take a look at the line. Oh.
This team that has dominated pole position, laps led, front row positions. Great drive, though, from Max Pappas, Cristiano D'Amata, in the right place at the right time with a very strong effort from Newman Haas Racing. Cristiano D'Amata, bookends. Wins the first race, wins the last race.
He won, no 2.
And, of course, he won at Australia. And the radio call just goes out to Cristiano D'Amata. You are P1. You're the leader. 2 to go.
Well, he gets to
Here comes Scott Dixon coming up out of the car. We want to show you what happened to him.
There's never anything as a small hit on a super speedway. Coming off turn 4, the back end just steps out hard on the binders. Such a difficult decision. Do you stay on the throttle to try to spin it down to the inside or take it high into the wall?
So it looks like Cristiano D'Amata is going to go on to this win. No question about that. Max Pappas did everything he could. They all drove a great race. We'll be back for the checkered flag of the 500 presented by Toyota. Cristiano D'Amata by a whisker beats Max Pappas to the line as the yellow comes out. And his crew also knew down in the Newman Haas pits that Cristiano had done it. And they also clearly understood the race would finish under yellow. Max Pappas going to make sure he's in second. Checkered flag flies just ahead for Cristiano D'Amata, his 4th career win. The great little guy has done it. 3rd win this season, as Parker said.
Congratulations, Chris. Congratulations. Thanks a lot, everybody. We did a great job. We fought this one all the way to the end.
As Parker said, bookends.
Great job. Thank you.
First race, last race. The season is now over.
Do you agree with the decision to continue to shorten the race on short notice because of light?
Well, look around. It's pretty dark.
Sorry, Bobby. Hope for better next year.
That's racing.
Yeah, a couple of points I think need to be made here. One is that television cameras are pretty good with light, and it makes it look a little lighter than it is when you look out the window. And as you look at that finish, I think you can resolve it visually. I don't think you have to go to the photo, but even at that, the transponders that they carry, all in identical positions on the car, they learned that lesson years ago, are very good at resolving the finish by themselves.
Cristiano D'Amata by a nose, his 4th career win, 3rd win this season, 2nd in a row for Newman Haas Racing here at Fontana. It's the first time since 1989 the same driver has won the first and the last race. The name of the last driver? Rick Mears.